Men are like dogs, okay? We understand 2-step commands. Come, sit. Take out the garbage, put a bag in it, right?
Yeah.
Give me 3 or 4, I forget them. When I'm done, give me praise.
Yeah.
Give me, good job, Bill. Good job. Way to go. And if I'm really good, make me some cookies. I want a treat. That's it.
That's it, ladies. You can stop watching. Your problems are solved.
Faith and Failures Podcast.
So when you do counsel, okay, so now you're doing couples.
I do a variety of counseling, but what I enjoy more than anything is couples therapy.
Oh, so you don't just stick with couples, you do individual too?
I do some individual, but I prefer couples.
Okay. So when you are counseling, do you have a specific philosophy that you try to lead from or guide them through?
No.
No, you just kind of whatever works?
The correct term is eclectic, which means I have training in multiple sources, and depending who comes in is what you use. So I'm trained in behavioral couple therapy, integrated couples therapy. It's called, what's the other one? Safe at Home, which is a domestic violence type thing.
Okay.
And then...
Now, were these all wrapped into your masters, or did you have to specifically go back?
These are additional to that.
You've been to school a while.
I've been through school and trainings. That's the benefit of working for the VA, is they'll send you to all sorts of stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I use what's called Prepare and Enrich, which is more of a Christian-based type thing. So when you come into my office, I meet you, we talk a little bit, get to know where you are, where you're from, and then we figure out which way to go forward.
Yeah.
Now, the interesting thing is, believe it or not, is in couples therapy, I spend more time undoing what society and churches and what people quote as normal marriages than I do rebuilding.
Huh. So it's a lot of breaking down and tearing down old bad stuff, which is a lot of the problems.
You think about it. You come into a relationship, it's sort of like being a parent. There's no manual.
Yeah.
You do it from what you watch.
Yeah.
So if you come from a dysfunctional family, you function dysfunctionally. So like with Lori and I come from a family that I've never seen my mom and dad fight. Worst thing I ever seen was my mom tell my dad, George, go to the bedroom. That was it. I have no idea what happened in the bedroom, but, when they came out, Dad was in a little different mood. But
couple black eyes.
So I had no idea how to disagree. And this is our second marriages.
Yeah.
So even with that, Lori's parents were completely different. Her mom was the traditional mom, housewife, all of that. So when we came together, we had to work through things.
Yeah. So would it be safe to say that you probably pull from a lot of your experience of going through that?
I pull from a lot of experience. I've been married. I don't know if I ever. I've been married 28 years. Okay, let me rephrase it.
To her?
I've been in a marriage for 28 years to her.
Yeah.
I've been married to her for probably 18 of that 28. Because the first 10 years was just trying to figure life out.
10 years of trying to figure it out. This boy's a slow learner.
Very hard-headed. And I can remember the day. It was actually, she pretty much said, you need help. I can do this by myself. I don't want to, but hey, I can.
Wow.
Remember, how many kids do I got? 5. You know what child support on 5 kids is?
I don't want to know. I knew what one was.
I know what it is. It's, you need help. So honestly, I started going to therapy. She started going to therapy.
Yeah.
We went to couples therapy.
Now, was this before you were in the business?
No, I was in the business. I was a good faker, man. I was great.
I was about to say.
I was great. We'd be the couple that would fight all the way to church and then get out and hold hands and everyone would smile and sit there and then get in the car and just start right back up again. Yeah, but it was, as soon as I figured it out, I honestly thought, this is what it's all about.
Now, when you say, let's stop there for a second. When you say, when I figured it out, to you, from your experience, what did that mean for y'all? Like, what was it that moment that pivoted y'all's relationship?
Let her in.
That's good.
Let her in. Let her know all of the junk, every bit of it. We're already fighting, so how worse can it get?
Yeah.
And as soon as I broke down every guard and let her in and realized that my whole job in this relationship is to do everything I can to elevate my wife to the woman that God wants her to be, and she does everything to elevate me to what God wants me to be, it's there.
You mean when you stop doing it for yourself, it begins to work?
That's the big thing. And that's, I know. And then I sat down and I thought, man, if I missed it, how many other veterans are missing it?
Yeah.
Then I went one step further. How many other guys are missing this?
All of them.
Because
all of us.
We're not the brightest people in the world.
No, we're very basic.
I know.
We're very hard to.
You brought that up. So one of my sayings is this: men are like dogs. Okay. We understand 2-step commands. Come, sit. Take out the garbage, put a bag in it, right?
Yeah.
Give me 3 or 4, I forget them. When I'm done, give me praise.
Yeah.
Give me good job, Bill. Good job. Way to
Yeah.
go. And if I'm really good, make me some cookies. I want a treat. That's it.
That's it, ladies. You can stop watching. Your problems are solved. But it sounds so basic and dumb, but it really, when a man feels like his woman appreciates what he's done, we'll move heaven and earth to do something again. We feed off that praise just like women feed off security. Mm-hmm. Like we have to have that in our lives. Like a woman who respects her man. That's why I love my wife so much. She's not home, but she knows all the stuff that I do because she'll come in and everything's done. And she knows I'm working full time and I'm, doing everything else with the church. And she comes in and she praises me constantly. She has woken me up in the middle of the night, or like later in the night. I've already fallen asleep and she'll scare me because she's like touching my arm. And I'm like, baby, she's like, I just love you so much. Well, I can't stay mad at that one, but you still woke me up.
That's what I said. My wife's the biggest cheerleader.
Yeah.
Almost to the point where it's annoying sometimes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's...
you're so supportive of me. Will you please stop?
It's like, just let me leave, okay? I know I got this. I know, one of those things. But
it's a terrible life. It's horrible. But yeah, because my first marriage, you probably can attest to this too, because you obviously, it didn't work out. But and no shame to her, but when I wanted to start doing photography and stuff, like she told me I need to go get a real job. And now most months I make twice of what my wife does, and she works a full-time job working at a college. Eat that is what I'm saying.
So do you have a real job then?
I guess not. I'm still playing. Oh yeah, I have a real job. Yeah, I'm a pastor. But it's like, but I think the reason I am able to do what I do and keep going, and that's the thing, even times when it's dark, it's a low valley, you get worn out sometimes, but you have somebody in your corner saying you still can go on, you'll kill yourself and not actually feel it because you believe what they believe. Yeah. Which is crazy.
There's days that I walk home and my phone will ring because I talk to people all day. So my phone will ring. It'll be one of my kids calling me, and Lori will answer the phone and say, Dad's out of words. Dad's not, Dad works. Call him on Thursday. So that, and she gets it.
Yeah.
So
it makes a big difference.
It does.
And anything, like when I was starting off heavier in photography, and I was really trying to, it was before I started the business with my mom actually in 2012, and Jesse and I got married in 2015. So fast forward 3 years, I transferred from the machinist job, got the same pay at the church I was working at, but then some people got disgruntled, they left, and when people stopped paying tithes, there's got to be cut somewhere. Mm-hmm. The pastor took a cut, but he's he's the one that should be getting paid the most from all the stuff that he does and has to carry. And so my pay got cut in half. And that was like 6 months after I left a job with benefits and took this job. Well, I had this gear from when I started my company in 2012, but I needed new stuff. It was outdated, things like that. And so she allowed me to use our personal funds to follow a dream that I had. And that was a big deal because she don't like spending money. She's what I call a tightwad. But she'll make that penny squeal. I'm the spender, she's the saver. But for her to allow me to do that and support me and not get upset because I'm spending the money that we're trying to save, because I had a vision and I knew if I really tried, I could do something with it. And then I believe, besides God, she's the number one reason that I was able to make it into what it is today, because she believed.
That's what I mean by elevating your spouse to the fullest potential.
Yeah.
Faith and Failures Podcast.